Harry, claiming his brother Prince William, the future king, quote, grabbed me by the collar, ripping my necklace, and he knocked me to the floor, in an argument in which William criticized Harry's marriage to Meghan Markle, allegedly calling her rude
Yet,
and abrasive.
isn't he the same person who admitted he killed 25 people? So you mean to tell me he couldn't deck Willie back? He said he ran to his therapist. Lord, have mercy. Harold can't keep up with his lies. Okay, so they did have access to therapists when they were in the royal family. LOL, so happy Willie whooped his ass. Plus everything his older brother said was true. She's rude and doesn't give a f who she has to f over to make it to the top, i.e. her father. To no one's surprise, the rollout of Spare, a fictional book written by yours truly, McGain, has caused nothing but chaos globally. Between the McGain's magazine interviews, the Oprah interview, the stupid Megflix show, McGain children's book, now this fictional book. What else are they going to share that they haven't yet? For people who claim they left the royal family for a private life and away from the lenses of the cameras, they sure like to talk about themselves. They are everywhere, on the radio, on TV, and on every single social media site. You literally can't get away. Anyways, friends, I wanted to talk about an article published by the NY Post titled Royal Family Thinks Prince Harry Has Been Kidnapped by a Cult of Psychotherapy and Meghan. DG drop the beat. LOL, not the New York Post saying McGain kidnapped Harold. I don't think he was kidnapped, he is a willing participant in this turmoil. Child, let's get into this article. According to this article, Prince Harry's family believes he's been kidnapped by a cult of psychotherapy and his wife, Meghan Markle, according to a report. Harry admitted in his memoir, Spare, that as far back as 2019, Prince William feared his brother was being brainwashed by therapy, sparking the final fight in their tense relationship. Now, royal source has told The Independent that the family fears it has fully lost him to the cult-like beliefs it clearly blames on his California actress wife, Markle. He has been kidnapped by a cult of psychotherapy and Meghan, the source told the UK paper. It is impossible for him to return in these circumstances, the source said. Harry's immediate family, including Dad King Charles III and stepmom Queen Consort Camilla, also feel trapped knowing that everything they say will be used against them, the Independent source said. They really can't engage because everything they say will be shared with the media. It is impossible to have a conversation or write a letter because of the risk that anything they say being put in the public domain by Harry, potentially for commercial benefit, the royal source said. There has been a complete breakdown of trust. In Spare, the memoir officially released Tuesday, Harry complains about his brother, the 40-year-old heir apparent, refusing to join him in one of the therapy sessions. His strategy was patently obvious. I was unwell, which meant I was unwise. As if all my behavior needed to be called into question, Harry wrote, detailing how it turned into an argument, which stretched over 72 hours. Now and then I realized that my worst fear was coming true. After months of therapy, after working hard to become more aware, more independent, I was a stranger to my older brother, Harry wrote. He could no longer relate to me, he said, suggesting the fight led to the brothers' final text exchange. I saved the texts. I have them still, Harry wrote, saying they fill him with sadness and confusion even though William's messages told him he loved him and would do whatever is needed to help him. Earlier, Harry had also admitted that after his brother allegedly battered him to the floor, he rang my therapist rather than his wife. Buckingham Palace has so far refused to comment on Harry's book or numerous TV interviews. In them, the king's younger son has claimed that even after his painful revelations and accusations, he would like to get my father back. I would like to have my brother back. He even told ITV's Tom Bradby that a reconciliation could have a ripple effect across the entire world. Maybe that's lofty, maybe that's naive, whatever. But I genuinely feel that, he said. The prince believes that could happen after an apology. However, the Independent source stressed, they aren't going to apologize because they don't recognize Harry's version of events. End of article. To those individuals that are dragging me in my comments saying Harry is allowed to share his story, I never said he wasn't allowed to share his experiences. It is fine to walk away from a family or institution if you say they are toxic. But it's another thing to say he wants privacy just for him to spread lies and sell out his family to capitalize on his privilege, position, and power. The irony is that by wanting to openly get away from the toxicity of this family, he made it impossible for his family and him to move forward. I think he forget that Willie lost his mother too. Willie was beside him at their mother funeral. Am I the only person that thinks Harold is making his brother relive his trauma? Although they both chose different ways to grieve. Willie chose to grieve privately, while Harold chose to deal with his publicly. And yes, he's allowed to grieve, but damn, he's always invoking this mother's name. Please leave that lady alone and let her rest in peace. The loss of a parent or parents is horrible, but because he is a royal, the sympathy was magnified. Again, there are plenty of people who have lost a parent or both parents and they don't have Harold's privilege and money. He is damn near 40 and he still wants us to cuddle him. What about the orphans in this world that have absolutely nothing, but they still grieve and find success and love? We don't hear them complaining. At this point, why should we care about his story? There are people out here today that don't have money to pay for food. There are some people that don't have a home. There are some people who don't even have water to drink. Look at this economy we live in. Eggs cost $7. Oxtails cost an arm and leg these days. Climate change is kicking our ass. The war in Ukraine has disturbed the supply chain globally. There's so much going on, so we watch TV, we are on the internet trying to distract ourselves. We don't want to hear about entitled prince and his spoiled wife. Okay, I'm done ranting. Well, friends, this is the end of this TED Talk. Please leave a comment. I would love to hear your thoughts. Keep in mind that this is a democracy. We are allowed to speak our opinion. There's no need to cuss out people. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. Bye now.